Hello, this is Jiling. I'm an acupuncturist, herbalist, and yoga teacher in Ventura, California. I'm here today to share about sages or plants in the Salvia genus. I reach out to pet various aromatic sages as I walk up and down our Southern California trails, where we are blessed with an abundance of sages or plants of the genus Salvia. The most commonly seen Salvia species among our myriad local natives in my Ventura County backyard include Salvia apiana, or white sage, Salvia mellifera, or black sage, Salvia leucophylla, or purple sage, and Salvia sfathacea, or hummingbird sage. White sage is commonly seen in new agey stores, bundled into smudge sticks. I frequently add both black and white sage into bean dishes. Purple sage has delicate violet flowers on a large bushy plant, whereas hummingbird sage has big, boisterous pink blooms that grow up to hip height, growing in individual clusters. Our sages are diverse and plentiful, with soft leaves and strong scents. Given their bioregional prevalence, ease of growing, and plethora of uses, I commonly employ salvia species both personally and clinically. Sages are in the genus Salvia. They're mint family members or members of the Lamiaceae family. Like other mint family plants, they have square stems, alternating opposite leaves, irregular ball-like flower clusters, and a pungent aromatic smell. Some distinguishing salvia features include furry, ovate leaves with lightly toothed margins, often sticky. Their flowers and leaves vary in size and color. Sages enjoy full to partial sunlight in well-draining soil. Plant the seeds in the fall, then watch them grow in the spring. Sages are easy to germinate and grow, but not frost tolerant. They can also be grown from cuttings. White sage, Salvia apiana, is over-harvested. Grow it easily at home instead of wildcrafting it. But about wildcrafting and processing salvia species, harvest the leaves and flowers in the summer and throughout the growing season. These hardy plants grow back easily. Wash lightly if soiled, then dry either bundled upside down for small collections or strewn across a large tarp or cloth for larger collections. If processing seeds, then collect in the autumn. Cut seed heads into a paper bag. Here's some medicinal preparations and uses. Sages are antibiotic, expectorant, diaphoretic, and anti-inflammatory. They move stagnation such as digestive, respiratory, and even emotional stagnation. Sage's bright aroma can uplift sunken spirits and move cloudy thoughts. Sages are often added to meat dishes to help prevent or alleviate flatulence, constipation, belly aches, and other digestive stagnation. Sages can help alleviate sore throat associated with the common cold with its antibiotic and diaphoretic properties. Sages are miscible in a variety of menstrua, meaning that they easily extract their phytoconstituents into diverse media such as water, alcohol, oil, sugars, and even salt. For tea, add fresh or dried leaves and flowers to hot water. Steep for 5 to 10 minutes, then use both topically and internally. For a simple respiratory aid tea, combine sage, ginger, and honey. To alleviate sinus congestion with a sore throat, carefully inhale the steam. Heat water, add dried or fresh leaves to create a strong tea, turn off the stove, then stand over your steaming sage infusion with a towel over your head for 5 minutes. For a tincture, chop the fresh leaves and flowers for a 1 to 2 alcohol extraction with 95% alcohol. With dried leaves, make a 1 to 5 alcohol extraction with 50% alcohol. Some culinary and other uses include oil, where you can infuse chopped, dried, Freshly dried or dried sage leaves in oil or vinegar for delicious salad dressings or other culinary uses. The infused oil also applies well as a massage oil for light circulatory stimulation and stress reduction. Here's some simple sage-infused oil formulas that I enjoy. For a first aid ointment, include sage, plantain, and lavender. For an anointing oil or salve, include Salvia apiana, or white sage, Artemisia species, and Pinus, or pine tree species. For chocolate, sage-infused chocolate with rose petals and cracked salt on top are quite delicious. As a honey, chop freshly dried or dried sage leaves and flowers into honey. I particularly love colorful sages that add colors, aroma, and flavors to honeys for both culinary and medicinal benefits. Add honey infusions from stronger sages, such as again Salvia apiana, to cough or respiratory formulas. For salts, finely chop fresh sage leaves, then mix with sea salt or a preferred salt. Let sit for 2 weeks covered in a dry, cool place, mixing daily. Season your dishes with sage-infused salt for a subtle sage flavor. There's many possibilities for a relaxing yet invigorating sage bath. You can massage yourself with sage-infused oil before settling into a warm bath, or rub sage-infused oil into Epsom salts, then pour that into a warm bath and enjoy, or add a pot of sage tea to the end of your bath, reserving a cup to sip and enjoy. As an incense, sages are ritualistically burned across various cultures for cleansing and purifying. Its pungent aroma is said to lift and carry prayers to their desired recipients. Bundle fresh sage leaves into smudge bundles, then let dry. Or dry the leaves first, then crunch or powderize into more complex incenses. Thanks for listening. I hope that you learned something new or at least developed a fresh appreciation for Salvia species plants. You can learn more about me at jilinglin.com. Be well.